Okay, students, good morning, all of you. How are you, students? Nowadays, in our society, many number of peoples they are suffering with coronavirus. Day by day, we look at many number of cases that are gradually increase. Now, present day in our state, Andhra Pradesh, to reach the cases approximately about 2 lakhs. Okay, students, all of you should take care your health conditions. Okay, students, we thoroughly eat fruits because of how to increase that resistivity power. Human resistivity power is increased by thoroughly eating fruits. So students, we give the preference of to eating fruits especially. Like and also we don't go outside places, unknown places because of this virus is spread out. Unfortunately, you go to our places, we should wear mask in your face. And this mask is covered totally nose, nose and mouth because this virus is spread fast through our nose and mouth. Okay, students, in these online classes, everybody should follow to listen these classes and to write notes in our notebooks and to read and to practice these answers and questions. Okay, students, while to facing any doubts, have to contact this my number 8074462570. Okay, students, now in this class we discuss about how small are the particles of matter. Matter is anything in our universe which has mass and occupies space is considered as matter. Okay, students, we eat food and we breathe air and we wear clothes, we drink water, acids, bases, metals, non-metals, everything. Okay, students, anything which has mass and occupies space is considered as a matter. This matter it can exist in three forms: solids, liquids, and gases. Now, this matter is made up of tiny particles. Okay, students, matter matter is is made up of tiny particles. Tiny particles. Okay, students. Matter is made up of tiny particles. Tiny means very small. That is one crystal of solid. It has number of tiny particles. That is a small crystal of any solid is made up of a number of tiny particles. Okay, students, now we understand this concept. This matter is made up of a very tiny particles. To understand that, we conduct a small activity. In this activity, we take potassium permanganate. We take potassium permanganate. Okay, students, let us conduct a small activity. Take the compound of potassium permanganate. Potassium permanganate. Potassium permanganate. Its chemical formula is KMNO4. KMNO4 is potassium permanganate. Okay, students, first we take okay, students, first we take a empty glass beaker. Its volume is 250 ml. Okay, students, clearly visible. This volume of beaker is 250 ml. Now we take some water in beaker. Okay, students. Now take some water in beaker. Now take the compound of potassium permanganate. Take take 2 or 3 crystals of potassium permanganate. Potassium permanganate compound. Just add to water. And stirred this solution with glass rod. Okay, students, what is that formation? Potassium permanganate solution. Now take from this beaker 10 ml potassium permanganate solution. Okay, students, look at that, the color of potassium permanganate solution. Look at, this is that violet color potassium permanganate solution. Now take 10 ml potassium permanganate solution. This is a measuring jar. It is used to measure the volume of liquids. Now take 10 ml potassium permanganate solution. Okay, friends, clearly we take 10 ml potassium permanganate solution. This solution is transferred in. It is transferred in 100 ml of beaker. Okay, students, now take 10 ml potassium permanganate solution in 100 ml beaker. Next one, remaining 90 ml of water. 90 ml water is added to 10 ml potassium permanganate solution. Okay, students, we notice that the color of potassium permanganate solution. Again, we take 10 ml potassium permanganate solution from this beaker. Again, you take 10 ml. Okay, students. 10 ml potassium permanganate solution. We notice that the intensity of color of potassium permanganate is decreased. 10 ml potassium permanganate solution is take another 100 ml beaker. Students, again 90 ml water. 90 ml water is added to it. Okay, students, we look at that pink color. We look at the pink color. That is the potassium permanganate particles are spread uniformly throughout the water. That's why the color of water changes into pink color. Okay, students, again we take 10 ml from this beaker. 10 ml potassium permanganate solution is taken from this beaker. Okay, students, this 10 ml potassium permanganate solution is transferred in another 100 ml beaker. And to add 90 ml water. 90 ml water. Okay, students, we notice that the pale pink color. Okay, students, once again, we look at. Students, this is the pink color, this is the pale pink color, and this is that dark pink color. Okay, we notice that from this experiment, a small crystal of potassium permanganate is made up of a very tiny number of particles. These particles are spread uniformly throughout the volume of the water. This matter is made up of a tiny number of particles. Okay, students, once again, look at matter. Anything which has mass and occupies space is called matter. This matter is made up of tiny particles. For example, we understand this concept. We take the compound of potassium permanganate. Its chemical formula is KMnO4. We take a pinch of copper sulfate. It's added to the water to form a potassium permanganate solution. Now from this beaker we take 10 ml potassium permanganate solution is taken into another 100 ml beaker. Now adding 90 ml of water. We notice that this is the dark pink color of potassium permanganate solution. Okay, students, once again that again from this beaker we take 10 ml potassium permanganate solution is transferred into another beaker and to add 90 ml water. Its appearance of a pink color. This is a dark pink color. This is a pink color. Again from this beaker we take 10 ml potassium permanganate solution. From this beaker is transferred another 100 ml beaker and to add 90 ml water. Its appearance of a pale pink color. Therefore, hence a small crystal, that is one crystal of potassium permanganate solution is made up of a number of tiny particles. These tiny particles are uniformly distributed throughout the water. That's why change in the color of the water. Okay, students, the same experiment you have to repeat it with copper sulfate compound. Okay, students, tomorrow will continue next class. Thank you.